Hey, what's up foodies? It's Will from Will Eat There. Welcome back to my channel, the channel where I help you decide if you'll eat there. We're here, we're set up, we're finally ready to go. I can't wait. We are here in Kuwait, ladies and gentlemen, and I am so excited to bring you these foodie adventures from across the world. Tonight we're gonna kick things off. We're gonna go to an authentic Kuwaiti cuisine restaurant located just outside of Kuwait City. It's in the Souk district, Al Ray, Kuwait, right outside the Avenues district, actually. It's called the Amiti Noura, and it's an authentic Kuwait cuisine restaurant. Amiti Noura is actually like named after the owner's aunt, apparently. Amiti Noura is like Kuwait's aunt. And it's known for its authentic cuisine. It's spice, it's flavorful, and I've heard nothing but good things about it. And I got to check it out for myself and share it with you. So sit back, enjoy the ride as we experience this together.
For those of you that thinks it doesn't rain in the desert, it is raining. It's about 8 o'clock at night here in Kuwait. So we're about I think 8 hours ahead of East Coast time, just to give you an idea of the time schedule. It has been raining pretty much for the last hour or so. It's been really cloudy all day, and finally the rain has come through. So let's hope traffic isn't too bad, and let's get on our way. Well, I had my times all messed up. Turns out the Amiti Noura that's in Ray, Kuwait is actually closed today. So I'm going to have to go to the one in Sabah Al Salem, which is about 21 minutes up the road. Quick drive. It shouldn't be that bad. So let's go. Let's do it.
All right, so we are here. We are sitting outside of Amiti Noura, a authentic Kuwait cuisine restaurant. Things you have to realize is we are in the middle of Ramadan. Ramadan is practiced by most of the Arab countries here in the Middle East. And one of the essential pillars of Ramadan is fasting. So during the day, those who practice Ramadan do not eat from the time from probably early sunrise to sunset. So they do not eat any time during the day. And so their first meal of the day usually is around between about 6:30. That's when they can start, they can break their fast, and that is called iftar. And so a lot of the people that are out here right now are breaking their fast, and they're eating their first meal of the day. So it can get pretty crowded. So you have to be mindful of that, the crowds and the heavier traffic. So we have to be mindful of that also when we record, and not to offend anybody, and just to be respectful. So if you ever see me put the camera down, that is probably most cases why. I don't want to be disrespectful. I want to try to give you an authentic experience here while I'm in Kuwait, but I also don't want to be disrespectful either. So it is still raining. I'm trying to wait till the rain lets up a little bit, just so I don't get all this camera equipment wet. I should have brought an umbrella, but I was a little surprised of the rain myself. So we're gonna just wait here a little bit, wait it out, and see if it lets up, and then we're gonna get inside. See you then.
Hey, what's up foodies? Sorry, I forgot to hit the record on my microphone. But basically I'm sitting here and I'm just telling you I'm ordering a meze which is a type of Middle Eastern finger food similar to tapas. And for the meze section of the meal, I'm going to order kuba, which is, you'll see later on what that is. Main dish, I'm going to be ordering a Moorabian. It's a shrimp and rice dish, very flavorful. And for dessert, I'm going to order the legamat, which is a fried donut. And all this you'll see more of later. I also ordered for my drink a vimto. Very delicious. And as we get back into the video with the sound, that is where we actually pick up with me just receiving the vimto, which is a very flavorful drink, fruit juices and berries and all that good stuff. But you'll see as soon as the sound comes back on. And here we go.
So if you like sweet juices, sodas, creative beverage ideas with no alcohol, Kuwait is the perfect place. So what I ordered here, I don't know if you can see it, I'm holding it up there. It's called a vimto. Now this little concoction is the perfect mix of raspberries, grape juice, raspberries, nice and little frozen, like almost like a Slurpee. But when you taste it, watch. It's so good. It's so good. It's not super sweet. There's something in it. I can't put my finger on it. But it kind of cuts down the sweetness and gives it, I don't know if juice could be savory, but there's something about it. It's like a sweet, and then something cuts into it that makes it just a little bit, I don't know, it's, I wouldn't think there's cinnamon in it, but there's definitely something in it that cuts it a little bit, gives it a little spice. Found it very interesting. But it's good. It's on a hot day, it's not too hot today, but on a hot day, this would be perfect. So this just in, my kuba is here. There you go, look at that. All right, they're like deep fried, rolled in wheat and deep fried. Hot. Nice crispy outside, but it's like a breading. Very good. I want to ask, maybe I'll ask, excuse me, sir, what type of meat?
Lamb meat.
Lamb?
Yes, sir.
Lamb, okay. So they're filled with lamb meat. Lamb. It's very good. Nice and savory, well seasoned. One of the things about Middle Eastern cuisine, especially Kuwait, you won't have the problem with food being bland. They love their spices. If you enjoy herbs and spices, then the Middle East is one of the best places to be able to enjoy something like that. And that's delicious. So, it's just it. Let's lift the lid. Now I ordered a Moorabian with the shrimp, rice, caramelized onions, some seasonings, just a whole bunch of deliciousness should be on the other side of this dish. So I will lift the lid. Comes in a nice, I don't know if that's ceramic or metal. Oh my goodness, it's heavy. It's like a cast iron. Holy cow. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Let me put that over there. That is a heavy lid. But look at that. Oh, ho, ho, look at that, nice and hot. See the shrimp, see the caramelized onions sitting on that bed of rice. Ho, ho, ho. Wow, that is a lot. You see the shrimp? Hear that? There you go. I just can't believe the amount of onions that are laid on top of here. Oh my goodness. Stir it up. Oh, if you could smell it, it just smells so delicious. Like the flavors are just flowing out of this pot. You definitely smell the saffron. Saffron is like one of the staples of spices, very well known for being a rich herb and spice. And it just smells amazing. Oh my goodness. Let me taste. Let me taste. So flavorful. Get a little bit of onion, and the rice, that caramelized onion, the shrimp. The shrimp are cooked just right. And they're the perfect. It's been a long time since I had a shrimp that was just cooked just right. Not too undercooked, not too overcooked where it's chewy and rough. Just basically, you bite into it and it just falls apart in your mouth. It's awesome. Now, if you're somebody who enjoys spice things up a little bit, they have these red pepper flakes here, like red chili peppers, and then also green chili paste. And if you want some excitement, you want to heat things up, put some of that in there. Some of the green chili paste. All right. And then mix that up. A steaming bowl of rice, caramelized onions. Oh, just like I said, I can't get over the aroma. Big juicy shrimp. Got all that mixed in there. Now, there's also this broth right here. It has similar, like a tomato aroma to it. I'm going to try. Oh. There's so many flavors going on here. At first it's sweet. Then it's like a tang. And then at the very end, there's a little bit of bite to it. You can sprinkle some of that on there too. Perfect. Perfect. Look at that. All right. Yeah. Mix that all around. Excuse me. Now, another staple in Middle Eastern cuisine are these pickled vegetables. Now, I am not a particular fan of these. I'm very, I'll try it, but I already know I'm not a fan. I've had these before, but for you out there, here is a pickled carrot. Yeah. I guess it tastes as good as a pickled carrot's gonna be. Very strong, like a vinaigrette taste, like what pickles would be. There is a little bite to it as far as the spiciness, but nothing severe. It's the pickled flavor that gets me. And here's a pickled tomato. Surprisingly, it's still very juicy. And when I bit into it, just burst in my mouth. But I think that's enough of the pickled vegetables for me. Yeah, that's good. With the amount of spice and the different flavors, and the texture of the shrimp, the texture of the rice, the caramelized onion. Oh. This is a meal of a meal. Mm. Similar to what you would call a mechbous. It's another rice dish, and that is what this reminds me of. Except the mechbous doesn't have, it's usually with lamb or beef or even chicken. This particular, I believe a Moorabian may be a mechbous type meal as well because of the rice. But one of the things about the mechbous meal is the meats, the chicken and the beef, the rice is cooked into those same juices, and the rice, it just absorbs all that flavor. And I'm thinking maybe the shrimp has done that to this rice as well. Mm. Mm. Have a napkin. Thank you. I'm getting kind of messy. So, I don't know if you can tell, but when I eat spicy things, the first thing that happens besides the heat in my mouth is the sweat on my head. Look at that. Look at that. It's definitely some bite to it. I added a lot of spice to it. but it's not too much spice where it takes away from the meal itself. It complements the meal, and just brings out even more of the flavors, if that even makes sense. Now, a meal like this, you see how big it is. I mean, that is a big bowl, right? That is a big cast iron platter of rice and shrimp. Now, for me, it's definitely gonna take me at least 2 days to eat this. Because unlike the people that are coming from a fasting, who haven't eaten all day, I have eaten lunch. So, knowing that I'd be eating dinner tonight, but I called myself having a light lunch, but obviously this type of meal, way too much for me to be eating in one sitting. So I'm gonna eat it, enjoy what I can, and then I'm gonna take the rest home and enjoy it tomorrow. The one thing I really like about this meal, one of my annoyances when I eat seafood, especially back in the States, the shrimp are still in the shell inside the meal. So I have to pick through and peel the shell off the shrimp, throwing it with my hands and everything, and getting them all messy. Whereas here, they're already peeled, deveined, cleaned, put in the rice to absorb the flavors of the meal, and that's some good stuff. Now, while I say that, there is the part of the culture to eat with your.
No, that is completely wrong. You do not eat with your left hand. You eat with your right hand. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Please forgive him. He's a stupid American. Forgive him. Do not pick up the food with your left hand. Do not. Use your right hand.
With your hand, use your thumb to like push the food into your mouth in that kind of way, not really putting your fingers in your mouth and your hands, because you're just picking up the food and pushing it into your mouth. But I won't do that today, but that is part of the culture of this area, to actually eat something like this with your hands. The meal is almost over. We have the last part, is the dessert. And I'm not a big dessert eater, but when you come to different areas in different parts of the world, you have to explore as much as possible to get a feel of the culture, and sharing a meal, being able to enjoy different foods is a great way to start understanding the culture. So what I'm about to order are these perfect little round shaped fried dough balls, very similar to a donut hole that we would have in the United States. But these aren't just your ordinary deep fried dough like donuts. It's almost like if they soak these in some kind of syrup that just oozes out of them and just makes them that more delicious. They're called lagemat, and you'll see it when it gets here. It's almost like a balled up funnel cake in a tight little thing is that's what the texture reminds me of. But then the inside is soft and warm and delicious. And it's like biting into, I don't know if you ever bitten into a honeycomb where you have that syrup, the honey oozing out of the honeycomb. Well, that's what it reminds me of. And we're about to find out when they bring it here, and you'll be able to see for yourself. So another staple of Kuwaiti cuisine, Middle Eastern cuisine, is being able to enjoy coffee at the end of your meal. Now, I am not a big coffee drinker. I can count on two hands probably how many times I've enjoyed a cup of coffee. Well, I don't think I've ever enjoyed a cup of coffee. I don't really particularly like coffee. I'm more of a tea drinker myself, if you ask. And how do you get through life and only drink tea? Well, I don't know, but for me, tea works. And so I'm going to, oh, I don't know if you can see it here. Maybe I should bring the camera this way. All right, so there you go. You have your coffee pot here, and you can't really see it. I don't want to lift it too much, but it's sitting on, I'll show you. There's like a pot with a candle inside, keeping the coffee hot. Can you see it? Yeah, pretty cool, huh? And then this fancy coffee pot looks like something maybe like, I don't, like off Aladdin or something. So we'll put that there. But for the moment we've all been waiting for. Dun, dun, dun. Ta-da! These, and look, you see that green sprinkles? See the green sprinkles? Guess what that is? Pistachios. Did you hear me? Pistachios. Roll my sleeves up. Look at that. Crispy outside, doughy goodness on the inside. Perfect combination of sweetness, of savoriness, texture's good. The crunch on the outside, sponginess, makes it so enjoyable. Now, I can't eat all those. There's no way. No way I can eat all those. So good. So good. I would definitely be in trouble if I ate these every day. Move over, Krispy Kremes. Leguemas. Can't compare. I'm gonna wrap the rest of these up and take them home and share them with my roommates. Now, to end the meal, I am going to have some coffee. Arabic coffee. And it's just a little shot of coffee. It's not a big cup. It's just enough to put in this little glass here. It's a nice little crystal glass. Pour it out. Ooh. All right. So with Arabic coffee, you don't fill the cup up. You only fill it up halfway. And you can see it's not very dark. It looks more like a tea. If you would have told me that was coffee, I would not have believed you. It's very light. I don't think it smells like coffee either. Okay, yeah, maybe like a very bold coffee. But it doesn't have that familiar coffee scent that like you hear so many people say, oh, I love the smell of coffee. This is a very bold, very Oh, that is a very interesting taste. A very acquired taste. Very bold, very I wouldn't say pungent, but it's a very strong taste. Which is deceiving because it's so light in color, you wouldn't expect it to be so bold. Oh. Now, in Kuwait culture, you usually, when you go to somebody's house, you have 3 shots minimum of coffee. You drink, you hand it back to them, they pour another one, you drink that one, you hand it back to them, and they pour another one. And whoever's serving the coffee sits right there and until you finish all 3 of your shots. Now, once you have the 3rd shot and you don't want any more, if you give it back to them, they're going to fill your coffee cup again. So you have to shake it like that when you give it to them, and that tells them you're finished. Pretty interesting, right? You come to different parts of the world and you learn about the different cultures of the country and the traditions and the food and the cuisine, and you enjoy it. That's what I like about it. To me, it's awesome being able to experience something like that, and I'm glad I was able to share that with you. But hey, that's the end of my meal. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed it. Until next time, foodies. Peace. And this is the decor of Amiti Noura. It's very elegant. As you can see, here's a table. Very nice. There is outdoor seating as well. If you open these doors, thank you, sir. There's outdoor seating, but today it's raining, so there's not too many people outside today. Well, there's nobody outside, actually. And that's why all the tables and chairs are covered up. And that's out into the city, but definitely a nice area if it was a sunny day. And to protect yourself, they have the shade, so it's really nice. And then we'll go back in, and Here you see the staff behind the kitchen. That's where the magic happens, and they do what they do to make that delicious food that you just witnessed, that we enjoyed here tonight. Very elegant lighting. It's just a really all-around nice place. One of the premier restaurants here in Kuwait. There are 2 locations. There is this one, and then there is another location at the Avenues Mall. This location, I believe, was opened 1 year ago, and the location at Avenues was, I believe, opened about 4 to 5 years ago. Hey foodies, thank you. That was my first episode shot here in Kuwait. I'm so excited to be able to share these experiences with you. And I want to travel all around Kuwait and try all different kinds of things. And I can't wait to share that with you. I really look forward to it. And hopefully you will enjoy the content that I am able to share with you. For those who aren't familiar with Will Eat There, I am Jonathan Will, and I am the creator of Will Eat There. And my goal is to be able to share and help you decide if you will indeed eat there. I would love for you to be able to join me on Facebook, join me on TikTok, join me on Instagram, and I will put the links to all those sites right there underneath there. Should be scrolling by soon, and hopefully you will push that like button and you'll push that subscribe button on that YouTube channel when I drop this video. My goal is to be able to drop a new video each Sunday, and depending on my work schedule and everything, that is my goal, and hopefully I can follow through with that and be able to give you some great content. I appreciate you taking the time to watch, and hopefully I can take you to some pretty awesome places out here and help you decide if you will eat there. Until next time, peace.